Is Tyreek Hill uncoverable, DJ?
Well, I never seen anything like that. I mean, I've been around. I started with the Ravens in 2003. That was the most dominant receiver game I've ever seen. I mean, they had no answers for him. His speed is ridiculous, and the creativity of Mike McDaniel, how he used some of the things he did with some of the motion. I said during the broadcast, I said, I feel like I'm watching the arena game, with the way that they're doing some of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, is that legal? Man, it doesn't look like that's fair, what he's doing. But on the other side of it, ideally, and when you have a receiver like Tyreek Hill, you have your best corner on him, and you have safety help over the top, preferably your best one. Now, if you want to go down the ladder from that, you go, okay, well, maybe we have one or the other. Maybe we have our best corner and then our second safety. Maybe we have our second corner and our best safety. But we've got two guys dedicated to him. What you don't want to have happen is they were able to get it matched up where they were able to get him on your third or fourth corner with no help. So, how that happens and how they designed that and how it ended up that way is something that obviously the Chargers have to get corrected. But hat tip to Mike McDaniels for what he did to get him free and get him one-on-one. And Tua, in that offense, I'll say this about Tua. As much grief as he's taken, Rich, I don't know there's a better quarterback situated for that scheme that they're operating with that personnel. He is the perfect fit for what they are doing right now because nobody is as quick as him in terms of his feet, his release, and his mind. He does it faster than anybody.
And I saw your video you popped on your Instagram feed, Daniel, where Joey Bosa's running free. He's unblocked coming off the line. A handful of other Charger pass rushers, blitzers, unblocked coming off the line, and it looks like Tua can protect himself maybe, right, by getting rid of the ball as fast as he was getting rid of it with Teron Armstead out and a bunch of new guys on that line. That ball was coming out, and it was unstoppable.
Yeah, it was going back to what we said at that year at the draft. I remember I made the comparison. This is like a Vegas blackjack dealer, just like ding, 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 just like flipping those cards around as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to point that out because I was getting a lot of people on social media just blasting, the Chargers are paying Bosa and Mack all this money and they can't beat the backup tackles. I'm like, they literally, there's plays where they are unblocked and in a sprinter stance and you still can't get there fast enough because the ball's out. And if you can't get your hands on these receivers and disrupt their timing, they're going to do this to everybody. And the challenge is now they're saying, okay, they motion and shift more than anybody in the NFL last year. And so it's hard to get your hands on guys when they're constantly moving pre-snap. So it's a good looking offense. When they had him healthy last year, Rich, they were humming, and they've taken it to another level.
Walk me through what you saw from the Chargers end of things in that game, then, DJ.
Sure. And we were actually texting a little bit about this during the game, which, by the way, Rich, I'm a professional. I only check the phone during timeouts. I'm not up there reading my text messages during live action.
I know I'm texting you during a radio broadcast, DJ, because again, I'm like wondering why all these checkdowns were happening. And we have Austin Eckler on Thursday. We're going to talk with him. He had a terrific game, which I find fascinating. Like, let's run the ball. Let's check it down after telling our all-world running back that we're depending on to go seek a trade and then give him a little bit extra scratch to keep him happy and then rely the heck out of him. So I'm like texting you like, where's the Kellen Moore? And now we're going to push the ball down the field. So
So here, it was a great question.
Thank you, sir.
So here's what happened in this ball game, and I think a lot of times, and not you, but other people will see the box score and go, "Well, I was sold a bill of goods. I thought we were going to get this, this vertical passing game. Why wasn't it there?" Well, it was Vic Fangio on the other side, and if they refer to it as the Vic Fangio defense for a reason because of how they play, and they put their two safeties in the parking lot, and if the Chargers ran, I mean, I'm literally calling it where 8-yard run on first down. And I go, okay, money. This is going to be a shot. They're going to be able to take a shot now. It's 2nd and 2. They're going to have to walk a safety down and you're going to get one-on-one with these receivers. Nope. They are still in the parking lot. So they are daring you to run the football. And I actually thought it was the perfect game plan for Kellen Moore. This is a team that averaged 89 rushing yards a game last year. Mm-hmm. They went for well over 200 in this game. You almost had 200-yard rushers. Joshua Kelly, I think, had 93 yards. Austin was well over 100. So you score 34 points. You run for over 200 yards. And I'm sitting here going, that's got to be good enough. Now, I think that was the third highest point total of the week, and they lost. So to me, I thought that was a great example of Kellen Moore being patient and taking what they give you. And if they're putting up 34s every week, he's doing his job as the offensive coordinator, and they got to figure out how to stop somebody.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.